Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the practice problem of projection of solids. So here is the first problem. A square pyramid side of base 40 mm and axis 60 mm long has one of its base edge in HP and axis is inclined at 30 degree to HP. Draw its projection when first case the top view of the axis makes an angle of 45 degree with VP. Second is the axis makes an angle of 45 degree to VP. So as per the procedure that we have discussed in the last lecture, the procedure to draw the first stage. So first of all, if you want to draw the first stage, we have to find out the resting condition of the pyramid. So here the square pyramid has one of its base edge in HP, so we can say that it is resting on its base edge on HP. If it is resting on its base edge, we have to draw the first stage by taking the base edge or by showing the base edge on the right hand side of the drawing. Here we are going to use the first angle projection method. So if we are going to use the first angle projection method, first of all draw the XY line. So first, by using the first angle projection method, the plan will be below the XY line, elevation will be above the XY line, the plane above the XY line is the vertical plane, the plane below the XY line is the horizontal plane. So here we have to show the condition resting on HP on its base edge, because it's one of the base edge on HP, and we have to take that particular base edge on the right hand side. So your task is to draw the first stage that we have already discussed in the last lecture. Here the side of the base edge is 40 mm and axis side is 60 mm. So draw the first stage. After drawing the first stage, how can we derive the second stage? Now if you want to derive the second stage, first of all, here there are two conditions are given. That means one is the inclination with HP is given and second is the inclination with VP is given. So the question is that in the second stage we have to derive the angle of horizontal plane or we have to derive the angle with the vertical plane. So it is simple to derive. If the solid is resting on HP, in the second stage we have to derive we have to show the condition with the horizontal plane, and the last stage we will show the condition with the vertical plane. So right now if we want to derive the second stage, we have to show the inclination of the pyramid with the horizontal plane, and here it is given that axis inclined at 30 degree to HP. So in the second stage we have to derive we have to show the inclination of the axis, that is 30 degree to the horizontal plane. So now we have to redraw this figure in the second stage by inclining the axis at an angle of 30 degree. But don't go through the inclination of the axis, go through the inclination of the base, because it is little difficult for you to copy this figure by using the angle of the axis. So incline the base, and we know that the axis and base are perpendicular to each other. So if we want to incline the axis at an angle of 30 degree, we have to incline the base at an angle of 60 degree. So measure the angle of 60 degree and derive the base by taking A dash B dash on XY line, because right now our pyramid is resting on base edge AB, and we all know that if any point or any line is on HP, the elevation of that line or that point will be on the XY reference line. So right now AB is on HP, so we have to take the elevation of A dash B dash on XY reference line, measure A dash B dash to C dash, mark C dash, copy this figure here over here by measuring A dash B dash to O dash and C dash D dash to O dash. So copy this figure. After copying this figure, now it is time to draw the plan in the second stage. So first of all we have to project the points vertically downwards, that means O dash, A dash B dash, C dash D dash, and we have to project these points on the right hand side. So O dash, O1 dash, A, B, C and D. So mark this point O1, A1, B1, C1, D1, and also mark the point of the axis. Now to draw the plan, first thing is that we have to take in mind is in the plan some edge of the pyramid are going to be visible and some of the edges are going to be hidden. So the task is that we have to find out the hidden outlines. So how can we find out the hidden outlines, or how can we draw the plan in the second stage? For that I have divided the plan in the second stage, or to draw the plan in the second stage, in three different cases. So here is the first case, and in this first case what we have to do, we have to observe the elevation from the observer side, or we can say that we have to observe the top view from over here. That means you have to imagine the observer over here. If we are observing the object from here, we can see that this edge is in front of us, that is OCD, and OCD is a triangular face. So in the plan OCD is going to be visible. So OCD, this triangular face, is going to be visible. So this is the visible part in the first side. After that we have to draw the slant edge, that is the remaining slant edge is OA and OB. If we are drawing OA and OB, if it comes outside of this visible part, that means OA and OB comes outside of this visible part of the triangular face OCD, then it is going to be visible. And if it comes inside the visible part of the triangular face OCD, then it is going to be hidden. So we can see that the OB and OA are outside of the triangular face OCD, so it is going to be visible. To draw O1A1, O1B1 as a visible outline. Now we can say that if O1C1 and O1B1 are visible, then C1B1 are going to be visible. O1A1 visible, O1D1 visible, and A1D1 is visible. Now what about A1D1? You can see that it is a hidden outline, but how can we derive this? So for that we have to use one rule, that is rule of the intersection of the lines. And what is that rule? That rule is two visible line will never intersect and two hidden line will never intersect. So if you want to draw this A1 B1 visible, you are going to, that means if A1 B1, if you would draw A1 B1 visible, if you would draw A1 B1 visible, it will intersect the visible outline of A1 D1, and the rule of intersection is two visible line will never intersect. So A1 B1 is going to be hidden. So this is the second stage, or this is the plan in the second stage. Now comes on the third stage. So for the third stage we have two cases, case A, case B. In case 1, it is given that the top view of the axis makes an angle of 45 degrees to VP. Top view of the axis, so this is the elevation of the axis, and it will give us the true line, and this is the top view of the axis, it is O1 and 1, and here it is given that top view of the axis makes an angle of 45 degrees to VP, and the angle of the top view is beta, angle of plan is beta. So measure an angle of 45 degree, and on that 45 degree angle we have to take the top view of the axis. Now the main part in this third stage is to copy this figure over here. That means we have to redraw this figure over here. So we have to redraw this figure over here, and we have already marked O1 and 1 from this figure. Now if you want to mark A1 B1 C1 D1, and we can use the geometry of the figure, and from the geometry of the figure we can say that the distance of D1, A1, B1 and C1 from N1 will remain same. If you draw the circle, it will comes on the circle. So from N1 draw the circle, the radius of the the radius of the circle will be O1 to A1. So draw the circle from O1 to A1, this inside circle, ignore the outside circle. Now measure O1 to A1 and O1 to B1. Mark O1 to A1, O1 to B1, O1 to D1 and C1. Mark O1 to D1 and C1. So after marking these points O1, A1, B1, C1, D1, copy this figure over here. Same, visible outlines will remains visible and hidden outlines will remain hidden. Now comes on the elevation in the third stage. How can we derive the elevation? Now we can say that we can incline the axis like this also and like this also. We can incline the axis like this also and like this also. So we can place the figure like this also and like this also. Now here right now the position is like this, so we can say that if here is the observer, we can say that the base is nearer to observer, apex is away from the observer. And from the vertical plane side, we can say that if we will consider xy as a vertical plane, apex point is nearer to VP, base is away from VP. Okay, so observing from the observer side, we can see that the base is nearer to the observer, and if the base is nearer to observer, the base is going to be visible in the elevation. In this case we cannot see the base, but in this case we can see the base because base is nearer to the observer. So in the elevation, base is going to be visible. So by projecting A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, mark the point A1, B1, C1, D1 and draw the base as a visible outline because base is going to be visible. Now draw the slant edge by using the rule of intersection again, and the rule of intersection is two visible line will never intersect and two hidden line will never intersect. So now comes on O1, starting from O1 B1. So O1 B1 is going to be, so O1 B1 is going to be visible because there is a, we cannot find any intersection in between O1 and B1. O1 C1 is also visible and O1 D1 is also visible because in between O1 and D1 we doesn't find any visible outline. But whenever we will draw O1 A1, it will intersect the visible outline of C1 B1. So we can say that O1 A1 dash is going to be hidden. And now project the axis and draw the axis. So this is the elevation in the third stage. Now part B of the third stage, in which it is given that axis makes an angle of 45 degree to VP. Now axis makes an angle of, not plan of the axis makes an angle of or top view of the axis makes an angle of. So first of all measure the 45 degree angle, and on this 45 degree angle measure the two length of the axis, it is O dash and dash. Mark O dash and dash. Now to draw a line from O dash parallel to the XY reference line. Now measure O1 N1 and find out the beta angle like this, because we are going to draw the plan, and if you want to draw the plan we have to find out the angle of the plan, and it is the beta angle. So for that we have drawn the angle of 45 degree. On that 45 degree angle we have taken the axis because it is given that axis makes an angle of. So here we have measured the axis O dash and dash, and after we have drawn the line parallel and we have drawn the locus from O dash. After we have measured the O1 N1 and we have find the beta angle. Now again likewise this, copy this figure over here on O1 N1, follow the same method that we have followed in this step. Again to draw the elevation, we can see that the base is nearer to the observer. So in the elevation, base is going to be visible, A1, B1, C1, D1 is going to be visible. And now draw the slant edge by using the rule of the intersection, and the rule of the intersection is two visible line will never intersect, two hidden line will never intersect. So O1 B1 will going to be visible, O1 C1 is going to be visible, O1 D1 is going to be visible, and A1 is going to be hidden because it will intersect the visible edge of C1 B1. So now let us do one another problem. So here is a statement for the second problem. A pentagonal pyramid, side of base 30 mm and axis size 60 mm. The pyramid rests on one of its side of the base. One of the side of the base. Again, the condition is on, it is resting on its base and on HP, such that the triangular face containing that side is perpendicular to HP and makes an angle of 45 degree to VP. So in the first stage we have to find out the resting condition, and here it is given that it is resting on HP on its base edge. So again we have to draw the first stage which showing the resting condition of the pyramid. It is resting on its base edge on HP, so we have to take the base edge on the right hand side. We have to draw the plan of the pentagonal pyramid, pentagonal pyramid below the XY line, and the base edge line is 30 mm. So first of all we have to draw the plan, and plan is the pentagon. So how to draw the pentagon? First of all, draw AB side, and after measure 72 degree angle, 72 degree angle. After measuring 72 degree angle on both sides, 72, measure AJB, give an arc, it will give us E. From here it will give us C, and again give an arc from C, it will give us D, it will give us D. After drawing the plan, mark the apex point, and we all know that if you want to mark the apex point, we have to find out the center of the pentagon. For that we have to find out the midpoint of side AB, join the opposite corner, find the midpoint of another side, join the opposite corner. The intersection point of these two lines will give us the plan of the apex point. After finding the apex point, join the apex point to the base corners, it will give us the plan of the slant edge. Now draw the elevation A, B, C, E and D. Mark the apex point, project the apex point, measure the axis height, mark the apex point. Here is the base ABCD. Now connect the apex point to the base corners O dash A dash, O dash P dash, O dash C dash, O dash E dash and O dash D dash. So this will be the elevation of the pentagonal pyramid in the first stage. Now again it is resting on HP. So in the second stage we have to derive the condition with the horizontal plane. Now here the angle with the horizontal plane is not given. Angle with VP is given, that we have to derive in the last stage. But here it is given that the triangular face containing that side is perpendicular to HP. Which side? The side which is on HP. And we all know that the side AB or the base edge AB is on HP, and the triangular face containing that base edge will be OAB. So if it is AB, then this will be the triangular face containing this edge OAB. So we can see that in the elevation, this edge will give us the elevation of the triangular face. So here it is given that triangular face containing that side is perpendicular to HP. So we have to make this triangular face perpendicular to, that means we have to make this triangular face perpendicular to HP, like this, perpendicular to HP. So mark A dash B dash on XY line, measure the angle of 90 degree, measure the triangular face OAB from here, mark O dash from here. A dash will, B dash will remain on the XY line because it is resting on AJB on HP. Copy this figure over here. So we have got A dash O dash. Now measure O dash to D dash, O dash to D dash, O dash to D dash, and A dash B dash to D dash, A dash B dash to D dash. Mark the D dash, then after A dash B dash to C dash E dash, mark the C dash. Copy this figure over here, same figure. Now comes on the plan. Here we are going to discuss the second case to draw the plan, in which we have to find out the hidden outlines and visible outlines. But in this case, none of the base edge and none of the slant edge is going to be hidden. How can we find out this case in which none of the base edge and none of the slant edge is going to be hidden? For that observe the elevation and observe the right hand side of the elevation, starting from this position up to the position of the perpendicular, up to the perpendicular position. So starting from this position and up to the position or up to the perpendicular position, all the base edge and all the slant edge in the plan will going to be visible. You can also see that in this case also all the base edge and all the slant edge is visible. So from this position up to the position of the perpendicular position or up to the perpendicular position, perpendicular angle of this edge, all the base edge and all the slant edge is going to be visible in the plan of the second stage. So now draw the plan, projecting A, B, C, E, D, A, O, B, C, D. Draw the plan. Base A, B, C, D, E visible. OE, OD, OC, OB and OA are the slant edge. Here we can say that the base edge AB is not going to be visible, it is going to be hidden, but that base edge AB is hidden by the slant edge OA and OB. So we can say that in this case none of the base edge and none of the slant edge is going to be hidden. So this is the case 2 to draw the plan in the second stage. And what is that case 2? From this position up to the position of the 90 degree of this particular edge, all the base edge and all the slant edge is going to be visible in the plan. So this is the second case. Now comes on the third stage, in which we have to derive the condition with the vertical plane, and it is given that triangular face incline at an angle of 45 degree to VP. Now if you read this statement again, such that the triangular face containing that edge is perpendicular to HP and makes an angle of 45 degree to VP. That means the same triangular face which is perpendicular to HP is inclined at an angle of 45 degree to VP, and that triangular face is triangular face OAB. It is over here, OAB, triangular face, plan of the triangular face OAB. That means we have to incline the plan of the triangular face OAB at an angle of 45 degree. So measure the 45 degree angle. A1, B1, take A1, B1 over here. Mark O1, mark O1, mark D1. Measuring from B1 and A1, it will remain same. So mark D1. After marking D1, you can mark E1 also. D1 E1 will remain same. D1 C1 will remain same. D1 E1 arc. D1 C1 arc. After taking the arc from D1 E1, now measure A1 to E1, A1 to E1, B1 to C1, and copy this figure over here. After marking these points, copy this figure over here. Now we can also say that in this figure also, this is the apex point. Apex point is nearer to VP, base is nearer to observer, and if base is nearer to the observer, in the elevation base is going to be visible. So project the base first of all. A, B, C, D and E. Now draw the base. It is going to be visible because base is nearer to the observer. Now after drawing the base, draw the slant edge by using the rule of intersection of the visible edge and hidden edge. Now what is that rule? That rule is to visible line will never intersect, to hidden line will never intersect. So starting from O1 B1, so O1 B1 is going to be visible. There isn't any intersection in between O1 and B1. O1 C1 is visible. O1 D1 is visible. Here O1 D1 and O1 E1 is overlapping in overlapping position. So both are going to be visible, and O1 A1 is going to be hidden because the slant edge O1 A1 is going to intersect the visible outline of the base edge C1 D1. So O1 A1 is going to be hidden. Now project the axis and draw the axis. So this is the third stage of pentagonal pyramid. and we have discussed the second case in the second stage for plant, and here the case will remain same again, base nearer to the observer. So this is it for today's lecture. We will explain some other problems in the next lectures and some other cases to draw the plant in the second stage in the next lecture. Thank you.